Hi, I am Queen Lily, and tonight we will be discussing VP Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, and P. Diddy. Those are the three topics we will be discussing tonight. Um, for example, VP Kamala Harris, she is in Wisconsin. She's doing a rally there, and then she came through Marietta, Georgia today in Atlanta. So we got to see her there. Well, I got to see her on Instagram because I didn't go out to it. I wish I would have. Hey, Ruben Garcia, how are you? Thank you for coming on my live, King. Thank you so much. You are valued. So we will be discussing Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, and P. Diddy. Poor P. Diddy, he's having the hardest time. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I got my mic up there. But poor little P. Diddy, he having the hardest time getting comfortable with the accommodations at the Metro jail in Brooklyn, New York. He might as well get used to it. But right now, his attorney and him are trying to claim that he may just take himself out of here, unalive himself. I believe P. Diddy is a malignant narcissist. I do not believe he would do that to himself. So let's let a little bit more people come in. I am Queen Lily, and tonight we are discussing who? VP Kamala Harris. She's doing a rally right now in Wisconsin. And Donald Trump, who is still spiraling out of control. His whole campaign is falling apart. And who else? P. Diddy. So those are the three topics tonight because every day is something new about those three. Kamala Harris did a sit down with Oprah Winfrey, and they had a live audience. It was amazing. Her goal was to connect with the undecided and the moderates, and it was nice. She raised over $100 million in 1 hour. That's what our VP Kamala Harris raised in 1 hour. And she sat down and had a good power hour with Oprah Winfrey. It was nice, you know. So we'll discuss that some, and we'll try to watch some of that as well. So if y'all didn't get to watch it, we will watch a little bit of that too, okay? I'm going to take a sip of water. I'll be on here chopping my gums up a lot talking, and so my throat gets dry, so I need something to drink. So that's what we're talking about tonight. And I actually wore my pearls because of who? VP Kamala Harris. She loved pearls. She's an AKA, and they wear their pearls. And I always been a pearl lover. You know, like little pearls is up there on my little facet. I got the headband is pearls, and I got on my freshwater pearls set, the earrings and the necklace. I love freshwater pearls. Pearls keep us with our purity, innocence that God gave us. But anyway, we're going to get started in a moment. I'm just waiting on more people to come in. So let's see who I have in my chat tonight. AC31, thank you for coming in my live tonight. Screaming Warhol, thank you for coming to my live. Jester Gonzalez, thank you for coming to my live. Abdul, thank you for coming to my live tonight. You are welcome. Jester, thank you for coming to my live. Pantelis, thank you for coming to my live from Greece. Jester is from Pantelis is from Greece. Thank you. It means a lot. When people come to my live from other countries, that touches my heart. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Let's wait till more people come in, okay, y'all? Then we're gonna get started with this party. It's a Friday evening, and everybody's probably out having a good old time, but they need to check in and come on in this live and have a good time with me. Where y'all pearls at? Put on y'all some pearls. If you're at home, go in there, put your freshwater pearls on, or Cartier pearls, South Sea pearls, whatever pearls you have. Put them on and come on and celebrate with me. It's a Friday night. Let's have a good time talking about these three individuals, VP Kamala Harris, ex-President Donald Trump, and the one that's in prison right now, P. Diddy, in Metro Prison in Brooklyn. He's in there crying, losing his mind. He's going through withdrawal. Bless his little soul. Yeah, we're going to have to put a prayer in for tonight for Diddy. How about that? Y'all want to put in a holy prayer for Diddy tonight? Thank you for coming to my live. Devilish Dog, thank you for coming to my live. Saul K, thank you for coming to my live. RMS Hermes, thank you so much. Each and every one of you are valued. And I appreciate you coming to my live on this Friday evening when you could be doing something else. Dawn, thank you for coming to my live. Dawn Possession. Politics and Diddy mainstream brainwashed mass talk. I'm out. No problem. That's if you want to leave, that's on you. Do I do it? But I do appreciate you coming to my live. So we're gonna get started. As I stated, who we talking about? The biggest person in this world right now is VP Kamala Harris. As you know, she is right now doing a rally in Wisconsin, and it's packed out. We're going to try to catch some of that. And Donald Trump, he's still going through stuff with Loomer. All the Republicans feel that Laura Loon, who I call LL, is making his ship sink. She's not actually helping his campaign. She's hurting his campaign. And they feel that since she came along, it's just been bad. They feel that she caused him to sink with the debate because she was the one that prepared him for the debate. What a bad choice. So we're going to get this party started. I'm going to show y'all something right quick. Just a moment, okay? Thank you for coming to my live. I am Queen Lily, and you all are welcome. You all are beautiful kings and queens in my chat. I love you all. So we're going to get something started up right quick, okay? Bear with me just a moment. How's your Friday evening? I hope it's good. Q, thank you for coming to my live. Astro Lens TV, thank you for coming to my live. Amendo, thank you for coming to my live. You are valued, you are precious to me, and you all are kings and queens. Let me see what is this guy talking about. Oh, there's some Diddy talk. Let's see what they talking about, y'all.
That no bail was granted for Diddy. Is that common in these type of cases?
It's not common for a man of his stature, of his wealth in this particular system, not to be allowed bail. He has privileged the highest paid attorneys. He can set probably whatever bond that they match, and he can set provisions in his agreement to ensure that he's not a danger to the public or a flight risk. I am not a Puff Daddy sympathizer, never have been. So I'm a bias. I'm from the West Coast. I still think he killed Tupac and moved into that.
Whoa. You know that's why they say it's happening this month. The month that Tupac was killed, they say that's why all this stuff with Diddy is happening. I'm just saying.
Y'all are watching TikTok.
That's what they saying on TikTok.
And I don't say that. I say that in my professional capacity, not as my personal. I grew up in LA capacity, but because Keefe D is in court currently testifying that in fact he was hired by Puff Daddy and paid for by Bad Boy. So that notwithstanding, there is a very real, and I have to emphasize this if you all don't mind, there's a very real culture of sex trafficking, of human trafficking in the United States. It's one of the number one places where that occurs. I live in the state of Texas, where hundreds of thousands of people die a year in this sex trafficking industry. It's very well comes out of the music and business and Hollywood industry, which is one of the main sources for funding. And it's not people that look like Puff Daddy who are the main contributors to the system. It's Hollywood mogul billionaires, white billionaires who will never face accountability. I think that Puff Daddy and R. Kelly, I participated in this prosecution because I met his victims. And Bill Cosby and whoever else should be prosecuted.
I agree. Puff Daddy should be prosecuted. I'm not a fan of P. Diddy either, so I understand what is being said. I'm just not a fan of his. I've never been a fan of P. Diddy. I never liked him. He's not a good person. He's not likable. Hold on, please. One moment. I'm going to show y'all something that was today here in Georgia. This is our VP Kamala Harris coming through Marietta, Georgia. She wasn't here long. Then she had to go to Wisconsin. That's her and her motorcade just came through Marietta, Georgia. VP Kamala Harris, I love her. Yes, rolling through Marietta, Georgia. VP Kamala Harris. That's the Cracker Barrel I used to go to when I would eat certain foods. I no longer eat those foods, but I used to go to that exact Cracker Barrel in Marietta, Georgia. That's our VP, the Vice President of the United States. Yes, in Atlanta, Georgia. That particular part of town is Marietta. Dr. Tito Wilson provided this video on his Instagram page. You all, we only have, how many days we have? We only have 46 more days before the election. She is out making her rounds. She's out there doing these rallies. She's making it happen. She's winning over more voters. She's not getting caught up in the riffraff. You won't catch her in any drama. She even stated last night when Oprah interviewed her, she talked about the pow control. She stated that she does not want to take away your pows, that it needs to be controlled. No one need an AK-45 or whatever that is, because I don't have one of them. But no one needs those heavy things that military use. You don't need that in your home. So that's what she wants to get rid of. And I can understand it, because those are dangerous things that you should not have in your home. That's military hardware. She's talked about it, like she stated, her and Tim Walz, they have them themselves. And she stated if somebody was to break into her home, she would have every right to defend herself. We have every right to own a pow. We have every right to defend ourselves. That's the point our VP, Kamala Harris, is trying to make. She's not going to come to your home and send anybody to your home to take your pows that are legal. I can't say the word. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. That are legal. That is not her goal. That is not our VP's goal. Her goal is to get control. Because look at what is happening today. Schools. People are taking them into the schools and hurting the children and the teachers and the principals, whoever they can hurt. So she has a valuable point. There needs to be gun control. Please understand that, y'all. Because if we don't get control, it's going to get worse. It actually has. Okay. Pow control. Maybe that person would not have been able to go to where close to his Trump's golf course to try to hurt him. But we don't have gun control. I mean, in America, we don't have pow control in America. So what do? We get a bunch of crazies out trying to take others' lives, and it's not right. So we do need pow control. I completely agree with our Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris. We need it. And I know that a lot of Republicans, they misunderstand and misinterpret things. And y'all think that, Democrats want to take your pow-pows. We don't want to take your pow-pows. I need mine, because I got to defend myself, protect myself. You have to protect yourself. You need your pow-pow. Long as it's legal, you need it. But in the state of Georgia, you do not have to have a permit. And it's just out of control. It's so many states, there's no control. And we need it, y'all, because if not, I don't have small children, but somebody's child can get hurt really bad. And I don't want to see that happen. Things are just getting so bad where men get mad at the women and they pow them. If here in Atlanta, if a guy likes you and you don't want to go out with him, he just may pow you. So it's out of control, though. So she makes valuable points. We need pow control. And it's not to come in and take the Republicans pow as long as they're legal. That's not what she's saying. So we're going to see what's on this TV right quick, okay? Hold on. Oh, I don't know which video I just hit. I didn't mean to hit that because I don't know if there's one of the videos I want to watch today. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Huge crowds in 2 states. They talking about because she came here today. Hold on. Sorry.
We are clear-eyed about what we are up against. And we remember that generations of Americans before us led the fight for freedom. And now the baton is in our hands. Now it's in our hands.
That was Vice President Kamala Harris shredding Donald Trump in front of a packed crowd in Madison, Wisconsin. Earlier on Friday, she spoke in front of a packed crowd in Atlanta, Georgia. She, of course, referenced the debate last week where she defeated Donald Trump in it. Play the clip.
But in our debate last week, remember when he said everyone wanted Roe v. Wade to be overturned? Well, exactly. I don't know who everyone is either. Because women have been arrested and charged for miscarriages. They didn't want that.
Vice President Kamala Harris then discusses the importance of healthcare and just.
This has been with Midas Touch Network. Please give him a subscribe, please. I love watching his channel. I watch it frequently because he is one of the best YouTubers on YouTube. So subscribe to his channel. It's Midas Touch Network. He is an attorney, and I trust what he puts out because he puts out facts. So this is why I like to watch his channel with you all, and we all become educated. So I'm going to get back to it. Thank you all.
How not seriously Donald Trump takes it and what a threat he poses to our basic health. Play the clip.
This is a healthcare crisis, and Donald Trump is the architect of this crisis. He brags about overturning Roe v. Wade. In his own words, quote, "I did it and I'm proud to have done it," he says. He is proud that women are dying, proud that doctors and nurses could be thrown in prison for administering care, proud that young women today have fewer rights than their mothers and grandmothers. How dare he? How dare he?
Vice President Kamala Harris then continues to talk about the debate. Let's play the clip.
And in our debate last week, paid attention to the words, though. The words, right? I'm trying to get another debate. We'll see.
She then goes on to talk about how Republicans, and specifically MAGA Republicans, are out there blocking bills in the Senate that would protect IVF. We see what they're doing because they're voting to block IVF. We see it. Play it.
And on that last point, you probably saw this week for the second time, Republicans in the United States Senate blocked a bill that would protect access to IVF treatment. Now consider, among the multitude of ironies, the fact that on the one hand, these extremists want to tell women they don't have the freedom to end an unwanted pregnancy. And on the other hand, these extremists are telling women and their partners they don't have the freedom to start a family. Okay. And they want to restrict access to contraception as well.
Vice President Kamala Harris then talks about how we all felt when the Dobbs decision came down. She describes it as predictable.
Please hit the like.
When it comes
Thank you.
When it comes
Please
to
hit the
MAGA
like
policies.
button.
Let's play it.
And that she should be alive today. And that she should be alive today. And many of us remember, there's so many leaders here, from 2 years ago when the Dobbs decision came down. We knew this could happen. There is a word preventable, and there is another word, predictable. And the reality is, for every story we hear of the suffering under Trump abortion bans, there are so many other stories we're not hearing, but where suffering is happening every day in our country. An untold number of people suffering. Women who are also being made to feel as though they did something wrong. The judgment factor here is outrageous. being made as though to feel as though they are criminals, as though they are alone. So to those women, to those families, I say on behalf of what I believe we all say, we see you and you are not alone, and we are all here standing with you. Standing with you. You are not alone. You are not alone.
This was one of my favorite moments. Listen to what the audience member says. I won't read it for you. Play it.
And now Donald Trump says that he would personally cast his vote in Florida, which is where he now lives, to support their extreme abortion ban, just like the one that is here in Georgia. And well, that's a whole different policy discussion that we'll have for another day.
Did you hear that? They said felons can't vote. Vice President Kamala Harris then goes on to say that when Donald Trump and his running mate talk about how, oh, we believe in exceptions to save the mother's life, watch how she describes it here. Play it.
Trump and his running mate, and they'll talk about, oh yeah, but I do believe in the exception to save the mother's life. Okay, all right, let's break that down, shall we? Let's break that down. Let's break that down. So we're saying that we're going to create public policy that says that a doctor, a healthcare provider, will only kick in to give the care that somebody needs if they're about to die. Think about what we are saying right now. You're saying that good policy, logical policy, moral policy, humane policy is about saying that a healthcare provider will only start providing that care when you're about to die? And so Amber waited 20 hours. 20 hours. Excruciating hours. Until finally she was in enough physical distress that her doctors thought they would be okay to treat her. But it was too late. She died of sepsis. And her last words to her mother, which her mother, as you know, tears up and cries every time she speaks it. Last words to her mother, promise me you'll take care of my son.
And then she says, remember the name, Amber Nicole Thurman.
And she was headed to nursing school. And her name, and we will speak her name, Amber Nicole Thurman. Amber Nicole Thurman. Amber Nicole Thurman. That's right.
She then calls Donald Trump and J.D. Vance and these MAGAs hypocrites.
1 in 3 women in America lives in a state with a Trump abortion ban. This includes Georgia and every state in the South except Virginia. Think about that when you also combine that with what we know has been long-standing neglect around an issue like maternal mortality. Think about that when you compound
hit
that
the like button.
what has been long-standing neglect of women in communities with a lack of the adequate resources they need for health care, prenatal, during their pregnancy, postpartum. Think about that. And these hypocrites want to start talking about this isn't the best interest of women and children? Well, where you been? Where you been when it comes to taking care of the women and children of America? Where you been? How dare they? How dare they? Come on.
Midas Touch is brought to you by bookshop.org.
I understand what she's saying about reproductive rights. Project 2025 is about taking away the women's reproductive rights. And I think it's wrong because women, we know what we want to do. We have every right to do whatever we want to do with our bodies. So they will be trying to take away our rights. And if you have loved ones, you should not want them to do that to your loved ones. It's not right. So if this is a country of freedom, you don't have freedom if they take away that right. You just don't. So I'm going to show y'all something else, okay? That's just something to introduce you more to VP Kamala Harris. She grew up middle class, and it showed you photos of her and her mom together. It showed you when she was out fighting for the rights of the people, because she has always had one client in all of her jobs that she has done. She's always been fighting for the people. The people are her clients. So that's what I love about VP Kamala Harris. She's always been fighting for the people, from being a prosecutor, attorney general, district attorney, being in the Senate, and now she's VP, and now she's fighting to be president. She has always been fighting for the people, and that's like so many years she has put in, just about all of her life. But even as a young child, she would go to civil rights marches with her father and mother. And she even went to civil rights marches with her grandfather in India. When her and her mom and sister would go visit her grandparents in India, they would go to civil rights marches in India as well. So she's always been fighting for the people. And that's something she stated at the debate. She always had one client her entire career, and that is fighting for the people. Hold on. One moment, okay? Give me a moment.
That matter.
Let's see what else is going on, okay?
America, like bringing down the cost of living.
We're going to go ahead and tap into a little of P. Diddy and all his sins and how he's getting handled for his sinful, ugly ways that our Lord just don't approve of.
I was 5 years old when my stepfather abused me for the first time.
Just a moment. Hold on, okay?
Let's get right into it. Legal experts are expecting Sean Diddy Combs to cut a deal. Now, we're going to get into that. We have a legal expert weighing in. We're going to discuss all of that. Of course, I want to say that did not take too long. Mr. I run this city. Since the cops did the egg to come get me. It literally took less than 36 hours. He didn't even make it to 2 business deals and 2 business days until he decided to, I guess.
This is Queen Tisa Tales. Subscribe to her channel, Tisa Tales. She is an amazing YouTuber. She's up in the top with so many subscribers. Please follow her channel. Hit that like button, y'all. I have 115 in here and only 18 likes. Please hit the like button. Please, that gets me in the algorithm more, please. And also engage with the engagement buttons. It would mean a lot to me. Please, thank you all.
Will, now hear me out. He should. I want everybody to be bought in. However, they are saying that Diddy's confessions, plea deal, or whatever is going to send shockwaves, not just through Hollywood, not industry, but even up to Wall Street and in the politics. Let's not forget that Diddy was working closely with the DNC. Let's not forget that Diddy had billionaires, Wall Street bankers. It was a who's who of who had money. Now, what does Diddy expect to get out of this plea deal? Well, for one thing, less time. Right now, Diddy is facing up to 60 years per count, or maybe it's 60 years total. It don't matter. The point is Diddy is 60. 60 plus 60 is 120. And last time I thought, I don't think that Diddy's going to be, because they say the first person that's going to live to be 150 years old has already been born. I don't think Diddy's the person that's going to live 150 years. So basically,
that's me. I'm going to live 150 years. I asked God to let me live as long as Moses have lived.
Destitute, pretty much homeless, because they're going to have to sell that mansion. So his children will be left destitute and homeless, or Diddy can open his mouth and sing on an industry that did not care about saving him. Really quick, you guys, let me just go into the chat. Also, in the last chat, I didn't thank all the people that sent me super chats. I'm going to thank you guys in a second, but let me just get into this, and then we'll go over the super chats. From the last live stream, where it was actually a re-upload of Shine, when he literally said that he wanted his case dismissed from Diddy. Go ahead and watch it. I have a Jonathan Adi playlist where we go through receipts. I have a Shine playlist. Y'all know I got a Diddy playlist. Go ahead and check it out.
Please hit the like button. Thank you.
Since December. And since, you know, it's just like the Jonathan Adi stuff. Everybody said I was lying and making up stuff. And now 6 months later, every media outlet is reporting it as, oh my God, did you know? But that's cool because maybe we already did the research. If you want to go see deep dives on Jonathan Ivey, please check out my Jonathan Ivey playlist. The rabbit hole does get deep. Okay, Derek D. Jones Jr. Derek, thank you so much for the super chat. You said Diddy's lawyer is wearing white fingernails. I'll tell you this. I think that the lawyer is wearing white fingernails because her job is to act like it's no big deal. It was just a freak off party. Let's get right into the legal analysis while we're waiting for our legal guests to join. I do want to also say this, right? It is really like, I said Diddy's play. Remember last night I said that they were going to try to turn this into a real life version of Hustle and Flow, since when it's being a freaky deaky been a crime, and we're like, sir, we are talking about sex trafficking. But there are people that have come out, Dr. Umar, Faison Love, I believe it's Faison Love, who have come out, and yesterday I was on Twitter and publicly defended Diddy, saying that what he did is not a crime. It really saddens me because people that look like me, my brothers, my uncles, my nephews, that's the thing, even with Diddy, you got to keep a hard heart because at the end of the day, he looks like your family. His kids look like your little cousins in them. It's very easy to have a soft heart and try to be like, oh no, because you feel like you're looking at your family, but we have to stay diligent. And I do know one thing, this whole entertainment industry and everybody that has enablers is about to go down. Do you know, I think Faison Love was like breathing heavy. Another mouth breather with raccoon eyes literally said, so you mean to tell me we can't fly girls out to Vegas, as if he was tempting us? First of all, if anybody's
I'm gonna go and show something to Trump in a moment because I just read something. They say play a Trump rally, maybe you'll get more likes. Hit the like button. Be kind. It takes nothing, not even a second, to hit that like button. So come on, be kind and generous. Hit the like button, you guys. It's 103 in here now, and I only have 19 likes. Oh my God, y'all are really hurt my feelings. I don't got all dolled up for you all, put on the pearls and looking beautiful, and I'm getting my heart broken. Come on, for real. Come on, guys. Don't do me like that. So I'm going to show y'all something right quick, because after Diddy, then we'll go talk about Trump, and we'll find some videos of Trump's, okay? For some reason, they're not showing a lot of Donald Trump.
Okay, what else you guys want to talk about?
Hi, this is your girl April from Atlanta. I am speaking on the Diddy conditions in prison. Okay, so according to like the street code, if you survive prison and jail in the conditions, you're supposed to be like one of the toughest or whatever. But it's just interesting to see how Diddy goes from living the high lifestyle to the very humble low. It's very interested to see how he copes with that because
yeah, literally overnight going from that to that. One more. He is funny. Okay, what else you guys want to talk about?
Hi, this is your girl April from it.
Yeah, because Diddy supposed to be a tough guy. He said bad boy for life. Well, you ain't too bad, Diddy, because you haven't even been in there but 2 days and you are crying, complaining about the food, complaining about the mattress, complaining about you have to get up at 6 o'clock and mop the floors. That's what people been doing all along, Diddy. Everyday regular people like me. I mop my own floors. Every week I mop my floor. I mopped my entire home. That is normal everyday life for most people. But he's rich and famous, so I guess he think, well, I don't have to do that. No. Well, honey, when you go to prison and jail, you can't do what you want to do. You don't have a choice. You got to do what they tell you to do, Diddy. So you're not special in prison, in jail. You're just not. It's just not what it is. It's not happening how you want it to. And we don't feel sorry for you. As regular everyday people, we just don't. So this is going to be something to make y'all laugh.
Oh, boy. You said something about you cooking? What? Oh, boy. You said something about you cooking?
He's making a joke about that because y'all know Diddy had over 1,000 bottles of baby oil for his freak offs. And that's what the feds found in his home. 1,000 bottles of oil. That's why Dave Chappelle's like, oh, wait, what would I do some cooking? No, Diddy was getting his freak on. Sad but true, y'all. A lot of them were not willing participants. So that's why he's locked up.
Diddy has been placed on suicide watch with his mental state unclear. Now, according to reports, he was reportedly put on suicide watch as a preventative measure. Now, you know that he was arrested. You know he's 54 years old, and he was arrested on Monday night at the Manhattan Hotel. And he has been charged with trafficking, racketeering, and transportation.
Alex, you disrespect. You need to leave my chat. That is so disrespectful. Your mother didn't raise you right.
After pleading not guilty and was denied bail twice.
Thank you, Mooney. So kind of you.
He's still in jail and that they denied the $50 million bond. Because there is no bond. They didn't even want the $50 million.
Thank you, Ruben.
Now, according to reports, he is on suicide watch, with sources describing the move as a preventative measure, as he is in shock with his mental state unclear. Now, the U.S. Department of Justice describes suicide watch as a supervisory precaution taken for suicidal inmates that require frequent observation. So I don't know if he said, I can't take it anymore, that I may try to harm myself. I don't know. So they didn't quite say that. But normally that's what happened, but he is in shock. It also goes on to say that his lawyers argued that he should be spared jail while he awaits trial and suggested that he be released on bond with the $50 million, with the electronic monitoring, weekly drug test, a visitor's log, and surrender of his passport, and no contact with women. And they still denied the bail with all of that.
But here's the thing. Whether he states he wants no contact to women with women, he abused men as well. So telling the judge that his client, P. Diddy, doesn't want contact with women, it is not helping his case because women were not the only ones that he had at his freak offs. And, you know, some of the people he took advantage of, I guess you would say kidnap or whatever, held them against their will, whatever it may be. So him telling the judge that it didn't help at all. That's why the judge said no to his second bond hearing, that he would not be released. He is still in there today in Brooklyn in the Metro jail. And it is not the best jail to be in. It is one of the worst jails in Brooklyn. And he's complaining about the conditions of the jail. Well, criminals go to jail, P. Diddy. You are a criminal. Racketeering, prostitution, and what is the other one? Oh, God, I'm bad with remembering things. So you don't get special privileges, young man. You just don't. Let me see what those charges are. Hold on. Bear with me, you guys, beautiful people. Give me just a moment. I want to see what those charges are because I have it in my phone, in my iPad. Hold on. He wants special privileges. That's not life, honey. It's just not life, Mr. Diddy. Where are those? Because I read to y'all just the other day. Just yesterday, I meant. Got to be in here. So let's see what this is. Oh, X trafficking, racketeering, and prostitution, traveling people. Right now, I'm going to read y'all something. I'm going to show you first, and I'm going to read you the story behind this. This is somebody going to do a docu-series on Diddy. So I'm going to read it to you. It says, on set, producers set to work on docu-series regarding Diddy's X trafficking and racketeering charges. Alleged victims will be interviewed. According to Variety, Investigation Discovery and on-set producer Maxine Productions are behind the docu-series. The news was announced the day after the music mogul was formally charged with racketeering, conspiracy, X trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution. Per a press release about the docu-series, the untitled project will explore the allegations of violent behavior and illegal activity that have trailed the music mogul. As accounts of actual assault, abusive behaviors, and other disturbing claims surface, the docu traced the story of this self-proclaimed bad boy, unraveling allegations of a pattern of depravity. Well, I pretty much tell everything that he's been charged for because he abused people, sexual assault, and other disturbing claims. And he wants special treatment. Well, Diddy, you didn't take the young women and men into consideration, did you? No. So why should our government, the law, and us, the people, take you in consideration? It's just not happening. We feel no sympathy for you, P. Diddy. You get what you put out. What goes around comes around. That is a fact. So you must suffer. You must sit in there, do the time, and suffer because you've been turned down twice. Your first bail hearing, the judge said no. Now you had your second bail hearing, yesterday morning, and she said no again. So therefore, you just might need another attorney. So your attorney is not doing you any justice. He's just taking your money. And whatever he's telling you is some bull crap because you're not getting out. When you have racketeering, more than likely you are not getting out. So, P. Diddy, sit back, be humble, eat your god-awful food, and lay on that pissy mattress and shut up because you had no sympathy for those victims. And we, the people, have no sympathy for you. So I'm going to read some of y'all comments, okay? Knockout said, make attorneys get attorneys, okay? Mr. Common Sense says, it's over Trump 2024. Okay, you're entitled to that. That's your candidate, you love. Thank you to everyone who made America great again in 2020. Woo woo, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, President Joe Biden, they made America great again. So we waiting on our girl Kamala Harris and Tim Walz to really set it off November 5th because we're going to have a party. We're going to be celebrating, but I'm going to early vote. I am not waiting till November 5th because my vote counts, and I don't trust the people working at the polls. Okay, Wiz, Droid, Cat Burgers from. Do I have to make this statement again? The Haitians in Springfield do not eat cats and dogs. They were brought there to help Springfield because they didn't have enough people in their city to work. So that's why the Haitians were there. They are well-educated people, smart, intelligent people. Okay. William Borden. Diddy made his bed. Now he got to lay in it. Yes. Yes, sir, King William. He must lay in that bed. He made it. So just lay in that pissy bed, Diddy. Please. We have no sympathy for you. We have more sympathy for the homeless that can't get food and you're in there getting free meals and complaining. So be quiet. Elmo Works. Who's your favorite news? Midas Touch. Because he's an attorney and I trust him. And he always states facts. And when I go check, everything he says is fact. All facts. Gary Reynolds, they gave me a bite. Okay, well, enjoy it, honey. Woo-doo. Not much longer to wait. Michael said, not much longer to wait. We'll be congratulating President Harris soon enough. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Thank you, King Michael. Because I get a lot of people on here that they just have so much hate. They hate her. They hate me. I'm like, oh, God. But I won't give up on my channel. I'm going to keep coming on here because I believe in myself. That thing made a mark in my face. Look, y'all, I got a mark on my face from this facet. So I'm going to keep coming on my channel. I'm not giving up. It is building. Please hit the like button, all you. Please, it's 126 in here. I am asking you all to please hit the like button. I need your likes. Okay? I'm trying to grow my channel. Thank you. Let's see. Rashad, you smart. Would you pass on me? I'm in a relationship. I'm sorry, dear. Thank you, King Rashad. Thank all you beautiful queens and kings in my chat. You are all valued. Thank you. Alex, based Lily. Okay, I don't know what that means, but thank you anyway. Bird Dog, a lot of cats missing. I'm not entertaining that, okay? Grady Hernandez, man is prone to sin and die. Jesus only, okay? I believe in Jesus as well. Rick sang. He's laying in the bed with R. Kelly tonight. Yeah, because him and R. Kelly, they both were in the same situation. That's what I'm telling you. R. Kelly, he locked up and getting out. He keep fighting, wasting his money. Honey, you're not getting out, R. Kelly. You're the nasty man. You're known as the nasty man. You're never getting out. I hope they never let him out. I'm going to tell y'all a story about R. Kelly. I was at an event and we were supposed to be filming it because we was filming for a reality show. And he was performing there and we went down closer to the stage and he saw me in the audience and he came and got me. I got the photos and everything. I didn't go up there. He came down where we were and he had his bodyguard to take my cell phone number. He put his cell phone number in my phone and he asked me to come to his hotel room. I did not go to his hotel room because I knew what he did to Aaliyah. I did not ever call him. I never in my life called R. Kelly. Never. And I have his number in my phone. I never dialed it, ever. I had no intentions on doing that. Everybody knew that he married Aaliyah at what, 15 years old? And he was a grown man. Seriously, I would never call that man. I never called that man. I didn't go to his hotel room. I would never put myself in a situation that I can't get out. If it happened, it's because I didn't know better, but I know better. No, I never liked him. Okay, Bird Dog said, we hate, I'm not repeating that. Bless your soul, Bird Dog. I'm going to pray for your soul. Michael said, go look it up. Alex said, you look like a character in the Quentin Tarantino movie. Bless your soul. I'm not entertaining y'all. Y'all love to make me get mean and ugly and hurt your feelings. I will hurt you so bad, you go run to your mommy in her room because you know you're living in the basement. Chill. Eden Rose, Kamala 2024. Yes, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. Who gonna win? Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. They're gonna win. That's who gonna win. The obvious truth. Okay, Trump is your candidate. I'm happy for you. Pat, Trump is your candidate. I'm happy for you. E. Martinez, name her policies on foreign aid. Look it up. I'm not doing that tonight because I have went through, if you go watch some of my other lives, I already been through all of that. And I'm not doing it tonight. But thank you for coming to my live, Martinez. Dutch Hercules, thank you so much for the compliment. You said I'm beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. And a lot of these people come here, they make up all kind of stuff crude. So when I've been beautiful all my life, I came out of my mama's womb beautiful. And they try to come on here and tell me I'm ugly. Anyway, thank you. Wiz Drawed. I'm not reading that. I'm not entertaining it because it's not true. It's all lies. Even JD Vance admit that he made it up. So I will not entertain the devil's work coming off your tongue and coming into my chat, leaving your brain into my chat. I'm not doing it. Vera, thank you so much, Queen. Thank you for the compliment, Queen. Thank all you kings and queens in my chat. You are all valued. No matter who your candidate is, you are all valued. And I look at all of you as kings and queens. And because I look at you all as kings and queens, let's be nice. I haven't done anything to you. You don't know me personally. So why do y'all say cruel things in my chat and perverted things in my chat? Please stop it, because you're hurting my chance of getting monetized. And I'm coming on here being kind, loving, giving y'all the goods on all three of these people: VP Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, and the sick man Diddy. His mind is sick. Knockout said foreign aid goes back centuries. Isaiah Brown, Haitians here is raining cats and dogs like it's Uber Eats. I rebuke that. Return to sender. Steve-O, what's the topic? The topic is about VP Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, and P. Diddy. Michael Kimmick, D. Paul always underestimate Trump, sometimes up to 1,012 points. It is so actually over, and y'all getting so weird, so worried. I know, honey. VP Kamala Harris got this in the back. She will be our president. She will be the first female president. She will be the first Black and Indian female president. So I'm loving it. Rick Sai, I don't know what that means, but okay. Thank you, Michael, for giving me a compliment. I appreciate it, and I value your comment. Thank you so much. Clint, you off to the horse races again? No, your mama is. How about that? Your mama. I try to be nice. Y'all won't let me be nice. Y'all won't let me keep my joy. You're not stealing it, but I'm going to break you down if you keep messing with me. Yes, Diddy did it. Diddy did it. Yes, he did. You like it? Thank you. Alex, it's a compliment. Thank you. Biden, I ain't reading that. No, I would not. I rebuke that. Rashard, Kamala is the most understanding human when it comes to the people need. Yes, she is. She's understanding to our needs, and she's understanding to our reproductive rights. She's understanding to our infrastructure. She's understanding to our climate crisis. She's understanding to our rights that are being threatened to be taken away, and more. JD Vance is, oh, okay. Okay, Rashard. Okay, I can't read that bad word, but okay. Rick said, I'll vote for Kamala Harris when she. What is wrong with her giggling? That's a sign of happiness. I can't help, and she can't help, and her and Doug cannot help that Donald Trump and Melania are the most miserable married couple ever. She can't help she happy. She can't help that her husband make her happy. So when she leaves at home, she happy all day long. She's happy at her rallies. Why do y'all hate happiness so much? Republicans, get some happy in your life. Tell your husband or your wife to put it on you good so you can be happy like Kamala Harris, and you walk around and enjoy. You don't walk around and enjoy because you're a Republican that's miserable. Get it together. Get some God in you. How about that? Get some love in you and stop having all this hate. There's nothing wrong with her laughing. Ha ha ha. I laugh too. Get real. Stop the silliness. Get some love in your life. Stop pretending you got God in your life. Because if you had God in your life, you would be happy. You wouldn't be wishing misery on anyone. You wouldn't want her to be walking around unhappy. She laughs because she feels joy. There's nothing wrong with it. This lady is more educated than any of us in this chat, even me. She deserved to laugh. She's put in the work and has the credentials. That's why she is what she is. That's why she's running for president. That's why she is VP. That's why she's done so much for us. And y'all don't even want to give her credit for what she has done. You come in the chat and be putting in comments that don't even make sense. Some of what has she done? Well, what have you done for your country lately? It's not what your country can do for you, but what have you done for your country? Not what have you done for me lately. You ain't Janet Jackson. Be for real. Y'all just like Donald Trump. That's why y'all Republicans can deal with him and all his craziness, his franticness every day. The maniac, the psychopath Donald Trump. Y'all like him because that is your energy. Our energy is what Kamala Harris' energy is. Happy energy, joy, beauty. Look at the people that support Donald Trump. Everybody at his rallies look a hot mess. Laura Loomer looked like a monster. She looked like she just rolled out of bed and didn't do anything herself. Slap that mask on and come out the door and run up behind him. And she needs to get away from him. She's killing his campaign. I don't even like Donald Trump. But Laura Loomer is killing your candidate's campaign. Go tell her that. Go and tell her to stay away from your candidate because she's killing his campaign. How about that? Run tell that. Sergeant Peters, you come in my life every day and you want to insult me. Maybe your wife needs to put on her knee pads more so you can be a happy individual because therefore you're not getting much. You're more miserable than the people in prison that ain't seen their wives in years. I can't help your wife big and fat and she's all over the place. Her hair got bald spots and everything and this all my real hair. And you come in my chat effing with me every day. I can't help you. I would never want to please you. You ain't my type. You probably got bald spots in the top of your head. Your beard is all spotted up with no hair and your teeth all rotted out. You want to F with me? Come on. I'm ready. Tell your mama to plant a garden. Y'all, let's find us something else to watch, okay? We're going to see if we can find something on Donald Trump to see what his rallies are about because you compare his rallies to our girl, VP Kamala Harris, there's no competition. Donald Trump rallies are so dead. No one wants to be there. His rallies are misery. The people look a mess. They sitting there quiet, no joy, nothing's being said, no corresponding between him and his crowd. None. He has a celebrity come to his rally, and the man is a man, but he called Nikki a woman, telling her she's nice looking. It was a man. And he come up on the stage, and because of that, Donald Trump has lost his support. He is no longer sponsoring, endorsing Donald Trump. He's not. Nikki is not. He called him a female and talking about he looks good. Silly Donald Trump. He does not do his homework. That's why he doesn't know any policies. And that's why he was in the White House when he won in 2016. He was not running the White House. He was in there eating cheeseburgers and Burger King and everything else that's unhealthy. The mega Republicans was running the White House. Donald Trump, they know he doesn't have the knowledge. He's dumb. Run it to the bank and tell that. Run and tell that. Okay? And stop saying sick stuff about Haitians because it's not true. You are misinformed. And it's sad. And that's why your candidate going to lose. He's a loser. So yes, he'll have somebody like Laura Loomer around here because losers like women like Laura Loomer without a brain. A woman that ran for Congress twice and she lost. She's a loser. And he's around a loser. What do you expect from a man like Donald Trump? A man that's been married 3 times and cheated on every wife? A man that has 34 felonies? What do you expect from your candidate? If you are behind somebody like that, you are a loser too. I said it. I'm trying to find something for y'all loser candidate. It's going to play in just a moment.
That you can trust.
New details tonight about what went so dangerously wrong. Major mistakes in planning and communications by the Secret Service that allowed a would-be assassin to shoot former President Trump, firing from an unsecured rooftop in Butler, Pennsylvania.
While some members of the advance team were very diligent, there was complacency on the part of others that led to a breach of security protocols.
Today, the Secret Service released a portion of its internal review, calling the assassination attempt a security failure. The acting director says disciplinary action is coming.
These will be held accountable.
But with so many threats, the agency says more resources, technology, and manpower are needed to keep up an intense pace of protection for the candidates. Will they have to live differently in order to be safe?
We want them to make sure that they can live their lives with some type of normalcy, but they must do so with us providing the highest levels of protection, which we have been doing since July 13th.
Want immediate change? To better coordinate plans and communications, the Secret Service says local agencies must be present inside the Federal Command Center at events. Lester?
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
Today from former President Trump's comments to Jewish voters Thursday at the Israeli-American Council National Summit here in Washington. Trump promised he'll be the Jewish people's protector and defender, and adding that he will, quote, be the best friend Jewish Americans have ever had in the White House. But Trump also aired grievances that are being called anti-Semitic. ABC News investigative reporter Olivia Rubin joins us now with more. Olivia, walk us through the former president's comments that are sparking some pretty fierce backlash.
Well, like you said, Elizabeth, comments that were meant to be at an event combating anti-Semitism. Donald Trump has, of course, been courting the Jewish vote, going to a number of events about anti-Semitism. But instead, what he did, as he has done multiple times, is make comments that some have found offensive. Specifically, this time, what he said is that essentially his critics are saying tried to lay the blame at the feet of Jewish people if he were to lose.
Hey, Bianca. Hey, Queen Bianca.
I'm not going to call this as a prediction, but in my opinion, the Jewish people would have a lot to do with the loss. If I'm at 40%, think of it, that means 60% are voting for Kamala, who in particular is a bad Democrat. With your vote, you can reject anti-Semitism in our schools, in our communities, in our foreign policy, and in our immigration system.
Your candidate, Donald Trump, said vote for no anti-Semitism in school. What about voting for no pop house taken into the school, taking out our children? What about that? And because some of the news is so prejudiced that when the shooting happened not too long ago, last week at the school here in Georgia, Winder, Georgia, the young black boy that was pow-powed, how about they use his photo instead of the actual person that did the pow-pow? Why? Why would you take a young black male that is an A student in school and do that? He was pow-powed by the white guy that actually did the crime. It doesn't make sense. It's so much racism in America. It needs holy oil thrown on it. America needs a healing. It needs holy oil thrown all over it.
But all of that starts by rejecting Kamala Harris at the ballot box.
So it's that phrase you heard right there, Elizabeth, where he said that Jews essentially would have a lot to do with a loss that is sparking that sort of backlash. Groups like the ADL are, coming out to say, we thank Donald Trump for, his effort to draw attention to anti-Semitism, but when he makes remarks like that, it undermines his cause. And what they say is that it ends up drawing more attention and more hate at a time when tensions are already very high, Elizabeth.
Right. And as we have seen that, in our own polling shows, what previous elections show, Jews are a pretty small group, about 2% of all adults in the electorate. Trump's also accused Vice President Harris of pandering to Hamas supporters. Let's take a listen to what Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff, who is himself Jewish, had to say in an interview with Good Morning America's Michael Strahan.
It's typical Donald Trump gaslighting. This is a guy who has had a record of saying incredibly vile anti-Semitic things. So for him to say that, I just almost laugh at how the chutzpah, as we would say.
Olivia, our polling does show that Jewish voters overwhelmingly prefer Vice President Harris. You can see there 63% to 33% among Jewish voters. It's really, as you
hit
kind of
the
do
like
look,
button,
this isn't the
please.
first
Thank
time
you
that we
all.
have heard the former president criticize Jewish voters.
It's
for supporting
172 in here and only 38 likes. Come on, you guys. Come on.
Harris, you know, those around Donald Trump would be quick to point out that he has
Thank you. At least one more like came, and whoever did it, I appreciate
Jewish, and
you.
so they often use that as pushing back on any claims that
Thank
he is in
you.
any way anti-Semitic. But I think clearly some people are taking note of that polling. Donald Trump, like I said, has been going to a number of events focused on combating anti-Semitism for a long time. He was talking extensively about those violent protests on college campuses that were going on for a little while. But Elizabeth, I think what's also really interesting is that these comments are coming at a time when Donald Trump's candidate in North Carolina for governor, of course, is also coming under fire for what CNN said were comments that he made on a messaging board calling himself a black Nazi. That's, of course, Mark Robinson. And that is, you know, almost definitely a bigger issue right now in terms of the election coming up, because North Carolina is such a key state for Donald Trump to win if he has any hope of taking back the White House in this election in just a few weeks here. So the timing also incredibly notable here.
Absolutely important context there. Olivia Rubin, always appreciate you. Thank you.
Wix gives you the power of AI to build the website you need.
Y'all can't, the Republican candidate, Donald Trump, he is only concerned about the white race. He is not concerned about black and brown people. And he let it be known. Because if he was, why hasn't he commented on what has happened here in Georgia at the schools? He doesn't care. And like J.D. Vance said, well, that's part of life. So it's okay to accept that children are being taken down in schools. J.D. Vance, that's what he said. It is not acceptable. Our children deserve to have a future. And Kamala Harris believes in that. That's why she believes in gun and power control. I believe in having power control. I do not believe in anyone taking out pows, but I believe in power control. Yes, I do. We need it because these children, not black and brown, are going into these schools and they are powering our children, and it is not right. And a vast majority of the time, a black or brown person gets blamed, and it is not right. He's concerned about things that does not matter to us, the people. And once y'all realize that, y'all will be a better person. If you're not concerned about our children, then that's just sad. Just flat out disgusting, and you are disgusting if you're not concerned about power control. Again, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz nor Joe Biden, our president Joe Biden, do not want to take your powers. They believe, and I believe, in power control. Okay? So something just came up on the news feed, and it says that unfortunately, Diddy is reportedly concerned about his kids and desperately wanting to talk to them. Well, Diddy, when you get in trouble with the law, you get that treatment. Everyday people that break the law, they get that treatment. So right now you have been spotlighted and you're not getting your way. Get used to it. Everyday Americans, we are used to things. He cannot be treated no better than anybody else. I don't care how much money P. Diddy has. He deserves to be punished. He deserves the greatest punishment that's out there, you ask me. I totally believe it. Oh, also, Mega, your president, which is not president, Joe Biden is president. He won the 2020 election. Ex-president Donald Trump, he goes to court on the 26th. That's just like 2 days or so before my birthday. The beautiful one sitting in front of y'all, my birthday. He goes to court. So what are y'all going to do? Y'all need to figure out what y'all need to do to help Donnie boy, because they're going to make an example out of him. Because right now with the laws and everything and the judges, they're tired. They're looking forward to making examples out of people. So just as Diddy in his orange suit, your boy, Donnie boy, will be in an orange suit very soon. So what are you going to do, MAGA? What are you going to do, MAGA Republicans? Because our Republicans are not MAGA people. They're not. They are the people that got sense. Vast majority of them Republicans that have sense, They are endorsing who? VP Kamala Harris, who I'm going to say is my president. Kamala Harris is my president. President Kamala Harris. I wore my pearls, you know, in respect for her. She's a woman that loves her pearls, and I love my pearls too. So that's why I wore pearls tonight. So feminine. Yes. So, MAGA, the days are coming up real soon. The election is November 5th. He's going to lose. We will have President Kamala Harris and Vice President Tim Walz. Coach, that's going to be our Vice President. And he will be, Donnie Boy said he's going to leave the country. His family stated that they plan on leaving the country if he doesn't win. Well, Donnie, you're not going to win. So get used to it. Because us Americans, we're waiting for that great night, November 5th, so you can be booed out of this country. And I'm going to tell y'all, he's going to lead a country because he has his hearing on November 26th. When he loses November 5th, Donnie Boy is going to try to leave and go to Russia. But this is the thing. Putin does not care about Donnie Boy. He just been making Donnie Boy lick his boots. And he is his puppet. Donnie Boy is Putin's puppet. Putin is pulling the strings for Donnie Boy. He is not liked by Putin. Putin is from the CIA. Much smarter than Donnie Boy. Donnie Boy has no training in anything but being a grifter, scammer, fraud. 34 felonies is Donnie Boy. That's your candidate. Kamala Harris is a prosecutor. She does not have 34 felonies. No, she doesn't. She wears beautiful pearls like me. She's a lady. She's not a lady of the night. Oops, was Melania a lady of the night? She just wrote in, did a little thing about her book. And she said she found nothing wrong with her nude modeling and that people shouldn't find anything wrong with it either. Melania, put on your pearls. You need some innocence and some purity. Donnie Boy married somebody that was a lady of the night who did nude modeling. And that was a big thing that came out in 2016. And Donnie Boy tried to have the internet cleaned of all of it. He didn't want y'all to know what his wife has done. He knew. He knew how he met her. And he gave her the title supermodel. She's never been a supermodel. She's not a Naomi Campbell. She's far from a Naomi Campbell. She ain't even a Cindy Crawford, the beautiful Cindy Crawford. Melania Trump cannot stand near Cindy Crawford or Naomi Campbell. Never will she ever be in that league. She has never been a supermodel. Donnie and his lies, and y'all just eat them up. You eat them up like you eat a bowl of cereal in the morning. You got to hurry up and get on that school bus. People, really. The lies y'all tell. Donnie Boy and his lies. Y'all candidate is a hot mess. Him and Diddy go way back. Is there any footage of Diddy and Trump? Any footage from the freakouts with Donnie Boy? Inquiring minds want to know. I want to know. Does Diddy Boy have any footage with Donnie Boy? Does he? Are they going to be on the prison yards together at Rikers Island? Because once he have his trial, Diddy Boy, once he has his trial, he will not be in the Metro jail anymore in Brooklyn. They will go to Rikers Island. So Donnie Boy and Diddy Bop will be going to Rikers Island. Oh my God. Rikers Island is nothing but a bunch of unalivers. That's what Donald Trump is going to experience. MAGA, what are y'all going to do? Because they're going to, oh God, what they're going to do to Donald Trump in there? Ooh. Donald Trump pretends he's so hard like Diddy. Pretend he's so hard, but Diddy in there crying, losing his mind, threatening to unalive himself. We know a narcissist would not unalive himself. Diddy Bop and Donnie Boy are narcissists. Look at that. This is who the person he tried to get to take him out. But the guy never pop out, never let off any rounds. So it is not considered another assassination. Him and his lies. Who made these a Dunny boy? Why y'all be on here cursing, trying to put curses on me and my channel? Well, people have been buying these dolls and they're going to put some work on your boy, Dunny boy. Y'all better get ready. Look at the Trump voodoo dolls. Ooh, Halloween coming. They're going to be sticking pins and all into these voodoo dolls. Dunny boy, you better find out what store this is and go get them, buy them all up, because those pins ain't going to feel good. It's going to be something terrible, Dunny boy. They're going to stick the pin in your butt everywhere. They're going to get you, Dunny boy. Look at those voodoo dolls, Trump voodoo dolls. They're going to even have them in the prisons. They're going to have Dunny boy doing splits and all in prison. Him and Diddy boy are going to be cellmates. Oh, Dunny boy, bless your soul. Melania Trump is going to be having so much fun with that trainer while you're away. I doubt she's going to go to Russia. That's why her family left from over there. They didn't want to be there. Dunny boy going to go by himself, and then Putin is going to just play him like the puppet he is. Putin doesn't like you, Dunny boy. He's going to embarrass you. He already has. He had you to give him secret codes and all. You're just a puppet. You're a fool, Dunny boy. Look at you. Putin he has outsmarted you in every way, in every form. Dunny boy is a puppet. But y'all think he's going to win November 5th? It ain't happening, MAGA. Just accept it. Get with the winning team. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. The winning team. And you know what's sad? Dunny boy bashed the Haitians. Haitians normally vote Republican, but they are endorsing who? The one that wear pearls, Kamala Harris, VP Kamala Harris. That's who they are endorsing now. You really broke their heart because they always vote Republican. Yes. But they will not be voting for Dunny boy this time because he said they out there eating the cats and dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cats. Eat the cats. Oh, Dunny boy, foolish man. How did he become so foolish? His dad left him millions of dollars. So much money. He didn't even have to become the fool that he is. He wasted his father's money. That's what Dunny boy did. And all those divorces, and that first wife, she got a good divorce settlement. And he buried her in the back of his business, back of Mar-a-Lago. And then it's her grave site where he put her. It's just so many weeds on grew up and everything. He doesn't show that woman any respect. She's going to hunt him for the rest of his life. And the more his hair going to start shedding. Because those voodoo dolls, oh, Haitians. Dunny boy, you effed up. You had they vote, and you just had to go and F up. Haitians, they may just have their own voodoo dolls. They don't have to buy those. Get them. Get them. That's all I'm going to say. Get them. Because he wants to say they're eating their cats and dogs. I dare you say it about my black people. I dare you. Whew, Dunny boy just hadn't learned his lesson. So we're going to see who's going to be eating cats and dogs. Because he's going to be locked up. November 26th, he going bye-bye. Just like Diddy boy. They're going to be Diddy bopping together. They think they bad boys? Okay. In prison, they're going to show y'all who Donald Trump is. He's going to be wearing a skirt.
Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat. 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 They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there had been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
People on television
let me just say here, this is the
people on television said my dog was taken and used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good thing to say for a city manager.
I'm not taking this from television. I'm taking it just saying
The
that.
dog was eaten by the people that went there.
Again, the Springfield city manager says there's no evidence of that. Vice President Harris, I'll let you respond to the rest of what you've heard.
Talk about extreme.
They're eating the dogs.
Whew,
They're eating
her
the
laugh.
cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
That sounds like a man of desperation. He just spew out anything. That's why he lost the debate. Danny Boy lost the debate. And when he left that stage, y'all know what he did? He went over to some people and the polls had not even been out. He was like, well, the polls say I won. And he gave percentages. Danny Boy, you just walked off the stage. Makes sense. He tells lies that never make sense. Danny Boy is such a big liar. And I think that's why y'all love him. Because maybe as a child, y'all grew up telling so many fibs. And your mommy told you don't say lies, just say fibs. And then when y'all got grown, y'all just continue to lie all the time. Like Danny Boy. The man that took out a hit on 5 young men of color and put it in the newspaper. And that's who y'all supporting. Oh, I forgot he has 34 felonies. So they're used to criminals. They make me think the vast majority of these people in this chat that are for Donald Trump are criminals. Because if you have no problem with a man that has 34 felonies, ooh, who are you? I wouldn't want to be you. I wouldn't even want to be around you. You can't be a good person. You support somebody that has 34 felonies. Dear God, baby Jesus, come back and save their souls. Who? Because they're eating the cats and eating the dogs, I believe. Y'all supporting Donald Trump. Y'all want to put it on Haitian people? That's not going to happen. I support the Haitians. And they supported Donald Trump, but he no longer has that support because he lied on those people. Just spewing lies, just spewing all kind of lies out, just spewing them out. And y'all supporting him. Really? Oh, fix it, Jesus. The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie.
Actively courting those people in the middle, is actively saying, politics can go back to being normal again, and it doesn't have to be people launching insults at each other. So I think there is this openness, but again, I think as we see in a lot of these battleground states, just how tight it's going to be, just how much it may come down to those people who are doing the door knocking right now in intense Arizona heat, and sort of what people are listening to on the airwaves as well.
All right, Sabrina Rodriguez for us this morning. Sabrina, very grateful to have you. Hope you come back soon. Thank you.
A roundtable with WPTV political analyst Brian Crowley. Brian, Laura Loomer, as I said going into the break, once a local congressional candidate, conspiracy theorist, 9/11 denier, side by side with former President Trump at 9/11 observances this past week. Take a listen.
The official dreams of America first. To the hostile takeover of the Republican Party.
To the hostile takeover of the Republican Party. This, of course, file footage. Laura Loomer.
She apparently couldn't get a job at McDonald's, so she's created this social media network that where she says crazy things,
including 9/11 denial.
9/11 denial. She's a bit of a racist. A lot of mainstream Republicans are urging Donald Trump to stay away from her. They're condemning
Lindsey
her.
Graham, one of his chief supporters from South Carolina, saying just that.
It's very odd. Donald Trump likes to surround himself with people that worship him, and that's fine. But it's very odd that he found any interest at all in this person.
I'm not sure a mainstream Republican, we continually have to, some argue, redefine that. Somebody who has been considered to be on the extreme right of the Republican Party, MAGA part of the party, which is dominant now, Marjorie Taylor Greene out of Georgia, even she is harshly criticizing Laura Loomer and worried about the damage it could do to the ticket and what happens in November. Let's listen to her.
I'm not involved in their conversations, so I can't weigh in on that. But I do know this, that her rhetoric and her tone
does not match the base, does not match MAGA, does not match most Republicans I know, and I'm completely denouncing it. I'm over it, and I would encourage anyone else that match.
Laura Loomer's behavior does match MAGA because MAGA love conspiracies. She's a conspiracist, and y'all love that. Y'all enjoy lies because your candidate spew lies out all day long at his rallies. He doesn't make sense. So Laura Loomer, she is part of MAGA. She fits MAGA in every form. She does. So when Marjorie Taylor Greene, whatever her name is, making those statements, she doesn't represent MAGA. She represents hate. She does. Because she was the one that encouraged him to get on that stage and make the statements about eating the cats and dogs. She did. That's why I say I believe her and JD Vance are a team. That's what I believe. Hit the like button, everyone, please. I'm going to play y'all something from our girl, Kamala Harris and Oprah Winfrey's interview last night, okay?
It's about reminding each other that we have so much more in common than what separates us is so critically important. And this is about the strength of who we are as Americans. And this movement that we're in about, as I like to say, seeing in the face of a stranger a neighbor.
Yes, yes, yes,
right?
yes, yes.
An extension of love thy neighbor, that you literally in the face of a stranger see a neighbor.
Yes.
And approach each other with that level of dignity and grace and kindness. Like, this is the beauty of our country. There's so much at stake in this election. And ultimately, the question before us is, what kind of country do we want to live in? And the beauty of a democracy, as long as we can hold on to it, the beauty of a democracy is each of us has the power. Each of us has the power to answer that question. This movement that is about...
I'm going to show y'all another one, okay?
In state after state, including yours, these abortion bans have been passed that criminalize healthcare providers. In a couple of states, prison for life, Oprah. Prison for life in a couple of states for a doctor or nurse who provides healthcare. And so it seems very apparent.
Even when the mother's life is in danger.
See, here's the problem with that. So is she on death's door before you actually decide to give her help?
That's the problem.
Is that what I would say?
That you gotta prove you're on death's
Like,
door.
literally, a doctor or a nurse has to say, she might die any minute, better give her now care. Because otherwise I might go to prison for life in some cases. In state after state, including yours, these abortion
Those are
bans have been
facts.
passed.
Donald Trump and JD Vance want to see women suffer. They don't like that women are becoming more powerful every day. They don't like that we're about to have November 5th, the first female president. It is going to happen. It is destiny. It has been written. So y'all going to have to accept it. Except we're going to have a black female president. Have to deal with it. Because look at all the years us black and brown people had to accept a white man running this country all of these years. All of my 50 years I was calling in, so my phone froze. You all, it has been a good night. I want to say thank you for coming to my live because my phone has frozen for some reason. Every time somebody calls in, my phone freezes. I want to say thank you for coming to my live tonight. All you beautiful kings and queens, thank you. And again, it doesn't matter who you are voting for. You have that right. We all have rights. And our rights will not be taken away because why? Kamala Harris and Tim Walz will win November the 5th. So we will have all our rights. Thank you. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for coming to my live. Tonight, when you lay down, before you lay down, put in a big prayer with God. Go to sleep with a clean heart. I love you all. Before you leave out of this chat, hit that like button. God loves you. I love you. Thank you, beautiful kings and queens. Good night.